Hi there, this is Ayon Roy from GrabChat. Thank you so much for coming into this video. This video is all about how to select hair, getting rid of the dirty fringes, and lot more cool tricks which you can use to select things. So, as we are already into Photoshop, let's start without getting more delayed. This is the image we are going to work on. First, we will select the subject and the hair also, then mask it and put the subject into a new background. After that, if there any problem, we will fix that. So first we have to select the subject. How we can do that? Simply select any selection tool. I am selecting this tool. You can select any tool. I am selecting this. Then click on select and subject. Don't worry if you can't see anything. You have to just change the view. The view is on onion skin and the transparency is on 100. If you decrease the transparency, you will start to see the image. The transparency controls the opacity of the image. If you decrease the transparency of the view, it will show up the image. If I increase the transparency, because anything is not selected, so it will show up like this way. Now if I change the view, there is something like 7 options. First is onion skin, second is marching ants. Let's select marching ants. And now if I select some area, the area which is in the dotted line is selected. Now pressing Ctrl plus D to deselect the selection or simply delete the selection. If I change the view into overlay, nothing is different, same as onion skin. The only difference is you can select the color. You can select any color. So for now I am selecting red and hitting on this OK button. Now if I select anything, the thing which is selected will be shown as original color and the thing is not selected will be shown in red color or the color you have selected. Pressing Ctrl plus D to deselect the selection and just clicking on this view button. And now let's select on black. If I increase the transparency, the whole thing is now black because there is no selection. Nothing is now selected. If I just select this area, the area which is now visible is selected and the rest which is in black color is not selected. Let's change into another option on white. This is just the opposite of black, just the white area is not selected and the visible area is selected. That is as simple as it. And let's select this option. This option is also similar. The black area is not selected, the white area is selected. And let's select this last option on layer. The selected area will be shown as the image and the not selected area will be transparent. So I am using these overlay option. Now to select the subject, simply hit on select subject. Photoshop AI will automatically select the subject. See, the subject is now selected. There is some problems here and there. Here. Simply select this refine edge tool and paint this area. When you're done with the refine edge tool, just simply scroll down, click on this arrow icon, select the output into new layer with layer mask. What it will do is it will make a new layer which will come with a layer mask. So just hit OK. See, there is still some errors here and there. To fix that, press and hold Alt and just click on the layer mask icon. It will take you into the properties of layer mask. Now press B to select brush tool and select white as foreground color. By the way, you can toggle between foreground and background by pressing simply X. See, this is toggling. Select white as foreground color. And most importantly, what is the theory of layer mask? The black area is not selected, will not be visible, and the white area will be visible and selected. So to fix this area, because this area is in black, select white as foreground color and just simply paint this area to fix this. And the most important trick, there are hair, right? You can't just paint on a single strands of hair. To paint in this situation, just change the brush mode from normal to overlay. Okay, here is an interesting thing. when you have selected white as foreground color, and if you try to paint on dark area, if you try day and night, it won't paint. But if you paint on this gray area, see, these part are becoming more opaque. And same with black. If you paint with black color on white, it would not paint. But if you paint on these strands of hair, it will remove that. It means when you have selected overlay, it means overlay blend mode will allow you to make the dark area darker and the bright area brighter. Make sense? No? Let me show you. Let's select normal and select 50% gray. Double click on this and select 50% gray. What is the hex code of 50% gray? It's 808080. This is 50% gray. R, G and B all is 128, 128, 128, and the brightness is 50. Hit on OK. Now if I paint on this area with gray color, 50% gray, and now if I switch to black color, by the way, you can reset the foreground and background by pressing simply D. And if I paint with white color as blend mode of the brush, it will make the gray brighter and take the gray towards white color, so it is now totally white. And if I paint the gray area with black color, it will totally remove that. Hope you understand. Now let's get back to the image and just fix this area. Just paint this area with white and then switch back to black as foreground color and paint this area with black to fix the area. Now it's looking fine. Pressing Ctrl+0 to fit the image into the canvas, and to get back to the image, simply press and hold Alt and click on this layer mask. So the selection is totally fine. But if I take a darker color as a background, see what happens. I'm selecting like grayish something. See, the fringes comes in. How we can fix that? This is very simple. Just make a copy of the subject layer. Click on this layer to select it, and to copy that, simply press Ctrl+J. That has copied. Now select the original subject layer, which is this, and change the layers blend mode from normal to multiply. Put this layer into a new group by simply selecting the layer and press Ctrl+G. That will put the selected layer into a new group. Or you can simply select the layer and drag it on this icon. That will do the same thing for you. Now click on this mask button. That will create a mask for the group. Is not that fantastic that you can have two masks for one layer? That is fantastic. Now select brush tool from here, or you can simply press B in the keyboard. Select black as foreground color because we are going to remove the edges from these layer. Now see the magic. Just paint on this dark area, but it is not painting. Why? Because the brush mode is in overlay. Don't forget to reset these settings. Just paint it gradually and very gently. Don't get into this side. Just paint this area. You can decrease the flow, make the flow around 50%, and just paint it. Just paint on the edges. Don't get inside. Make the brush little harder. By the way, how I am making the brush harder and smaller, bigger, just press and hold Alt. Press your left click of your mouse, press and hold, and drag your mouse towards right to make it bigger, towards left to make it smaller, towards up to make it softer, towards down to make it harder. I am done. See, the all problems has fixed. How it was before, let me show you. This was before and this is after. Hope you get the idea. And there is homework for you. So this is your homework. In this image, the background is brighter and the subject is darker. Mainly the hair is darker. So I have told you the trick. You have to just change the blend mode from normal to screen or anything in the screen group instead of multiply, and the rest is already being told in the video. Select the subject, mask it, and put the subject on a black background. The image which you are seeing now is linked in the description. And the next video will be on how you can select things by channel. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.